Security?
Yep, security's all set.
You got security?
Yes, I've got security taken care of and doubled up.
You said you had security last time.
It is double what it was last time, so it is taken care of. I understand the concern. I got it.
Brett, last event, he just walked right in. Nobody stopped him, okay? We need security. I hired you to do a job. You need to do it.
You should trust me to get it done, right? That's the whole reason that you put me in this position in the first place, right? I am your general manager, Mr. President, and I will take care of it. I told you it was handled, and it's handled.
Just don't let it happen again.
Soul of Pro Wrestling 225, Korey Constantine. Somebody help me off this thing.
Now, Denham Springs, are we ready for our first match this evening? Oh, that is what I like to hear.
Jesse the Body Ventura.
That's right.
For the 7th annual Pro Wrestling 225 Fright Night.
7 years. 7 years of Fright Night being the most exciting night in Pro Wrestling 225. Every year it's October. It's getting a little cool outside. It's time.
And this is how you kick it off. Exodus Prime making his debut in Pro Wrestling 225 here tonight. And you heard the one-time final boss here. What a huge, huge way to kick off Fright Night.
Absolutely cannot wait. This is going to be a hard-hitting way to kick it off for us. And here comes Xtian. It just wouldn't be Fright Night without this man. Yeah, Exodus Prime. A little intense to kick things off. Whoa. Wait, what?
The light Korey Constantine, the old stuff is a little bruised, but we need to handle the injuries that definitely artistic. It's looking at a fine psychological suitability that really makes it cut above the rest.
Oh my God. An absolutely horrifying way to kick off Fright Night.
From the greatest city in the world, Austin, Texas. Bringing it down,
Interestingly enough here, Korey Konstantine alone. No member of the Killjoys with him right now. I think that makes a lot of sense. We know Lucha Lacora heavyweight championship match later on at Fright Night. Brooklyn Barrett women's championship match later on, and an injured Wes Warren. So that means Korey Konstantine has to go it alone tonight, Landon.
You're right, and you have to imagine he's going in to try and pick up some momentum for his teammates in the Killjoys with those two important matchups coming on later tonight.
This is the second time Korey Konstantine has faced a debuting superstar here in Pro Wrestling 225. It happened earlier this year at Honor and Pride when he defeated Alex Cruz. Will he go 2-0 against debuts tonight? Or will Exodus Prime kick off his Pro Wrestling 225 career with a huge win over the former two-time heavyweight champion, Korey Konstantine?
Yeah, you said huge win. That would be right. What a hell of a measuring stick is Korey Konstantine.
Collar and elbow tie-up starts things up. Exodus Prime with the early advantage. But head scissors there from Constantine. This is a matchup I think both men have been excited to sort of prove who has the one up over the other, Landon.
Yeah, Korey Konstantine has told me how much he respects Exodus Prime in that ring, has been looking forward to this matchup, no doubt. Look at this, trying to get the upper hand here early. Exodus Prime, tons of experience. This man is well-traveled. This man knows what he's doing in that ring. Honored to have him here in Pro Wrestling 225 against Korey Konstantine, one of the best to ever do it in the 225 ring.
That's absolutely right. But if Korey Konstantine is going to pick up a win over Exodus Prime, as you see, that's something we've seen from Constantine before, working at the joints and the fingers there. But if Constantine's going to get the job done, it's going to be at less than 100%. We know that right bicep of his is injured. And so will Exodus Prime know that and target it? That remains to be seen.
There's Korey trying to find the escape here, does so, and look at that face. More than happy to get the upper hand here, but look at this, Exodus Prime wasting absolutely no time, and that's what he does best. No wasted movements in that ring. He's picking up a ton of momentum. What a shoulder tackle, taking Constantine off his feet. Look at this, a bit of a mixed reaction from the crowd here.
What does Prime have in mind? Bouncing off the ropes. Oh no, he had it scouted from Constantine.
One
step ahead. Absolutely right. I don't know if you call it a warm reception for Exodus Prime, but he's getting a reception at the very least.
Seriously, it sounds like the roof's about to blow off of this place. These hard right hands from Prime here. Chop.
Fright Night coming to you here from North Park in Denham Springs, Louisiana. We want to welcome you into Pro Wrestling 225 Unleashed. If you have not subscribed, hit that subscribe button for more incredible 225 action.
Always a party here in North Park, Denham Springs, such a great crowd. Constantine pushes off, Exodus Prime hops over. Constantine got the hops. Look at this, Prime with the escape. Very, very impressive, back and forth, and both of these men gets that knee up. Now Prime reeling from that assault.
Constantine, all smiles knowing the impact that knee had on Exodus Prime.
Came absolutely out of nowhere. Constantine whips across. Exodus drops down to that knee for the reverse over. Constantine hops over. Look at that arm drag. Exodus Prime on his feet. Constantine goes right back to work. Look at this. Beautiful. Picture perfect. Hurricanrana sends him down. There's the drop kick. Goes for the cover, only a 2.
Listen, Korey Konstantine talked a lot about being less than 100%, but he looks to be in incredible shape in that ring. That looks like a Korey Konstantine that's been a two-time heavyweight champion.
You're exactly right. This does feel a little bit like the old classic Constantine in there, back from his heavyweight championship run.
And here's the deal. He kind of, I think, has sort of a chip off of his shoulder now that he beat Steve Anthony and Bordell Walker. We know that Anthony and Walker have a score still to settle at Locked and Loaded in November, but Constantine, for all intents and purposes, I was gonna say was the better man, but after that, Exodus Prime, I'm not so sure.
And
very good work.
That back suplex Got Constantine right where he wants him. Constantine lands right on his head. Got a headbutt here. And Exodus Prime just keeping Constantine down on the mat. Hard knee, lateral press, hits the leg. Only a 2 count, says referee George Strong.
An incredible way to kick off Fright Night here, Landon.
Heavy hitters. We've got a hell of a card for everybody tonight following along on Unleashed. We want to thank you so much for your support so far. As Spencer mentioned before, if you have not subscribed, you do not want to miss it. In just a couple of weeks, we've got a heavyweight championship match. Vladimir Koloff taking on Lucha Lacora. Is going to be absolutely out of this world. Here's Korey Constantine having a little seat on the outside.
Taking a break. Oh, man! Hollowing out the chest of Constantine. Those suspenders didn't do much to protect him, I don't think.
The fans going home a little bit extra today. Oh, man. Now Exodus Prime.
Not where you want to be.
He's got that mask. Covered him up. Exodus Prime can't see this coming. What's he got? Constantine breaking the count.
Smart.
Oh! God!
Happy Halloween. Oh, drops him right on the apron.
Man, you heard that ring out all across North Park. So much history under this roof in Pro Wrestling 225. One lateral press here, only a 2 count. Last time we were in this building, we saw a 60-minute Iron Man match, Spencer.
One of the biggest moments in the history of Pro Wrestling 225. We're ready to make more history tonight. As Constantine, big European uppercut, kick now down to the midsection. Oh, but Prime blocks under that one, and a drop toe hold sends Constantine onto the middle rope. And Prime trying to choke the life out of Constantine.
Oh! Drapes right across the back of the head with Constantine's neck caught up in that rope. Taking the breath right out of it.
Man, this thing has been highly competitive and hard hitting. What does Prime have in mind here?
Oh! Picture perfect landing. Constantine could be in trouble. Only a 2 count. He just ever so slightly gets that shoulder up.
And Landon, think about what it would do to the sort of mentality of the Killjoys at the very beginning of Fright Night. If Constantine loses this, will that be sort of what's in store for the championship matches later on for Brooklyn Bear and Lucha Lacora?
People don't talk much about the mental preparation. A lot of folks say, yeah, I spend a lot of time in the gym. I spend a lot of time physically preparing for this match, but it's just as important that you walk into it mentally fresh. And with 1 loss in the books already at Fright Night for the Killjoys, that will be absolutely detrimental to his team. Look at this reverse elbow from Exodus.
Cover on Constantine. Now a kick out at 2.
Konstantine trying to will himself back into this match. Looks like he's going to get some help from the fans here in North Park. These fans are no stranger to Constantine. He has been a mainstay in Pro Wrestling 225. As you mentioned, 2 heavyweight championship reigns. Look at this. Perfect connection here. Could be the opening that he needs.
We've seen this from Constantine before. Picking up the pace to the back of the head. Here's another.
Exodus could be in trouble with Constantine setting up for here.
Oh, stomp on the foot there. Smart. Gets out of the
Oh, man.
Quick as a hiccup.
Dragon suplex. Constantine lands right on his head. Exodus got that grapevine across the midsection. Looks like he's trying to wrap that arm around for a triangle hold almost.
Can Constantine slither out of this submission?
Well, he's doing the right thing, trying to whip those hips around, and he does. But now, in a very dangerous position, his head just being driven into the mat. Time and time again.
Way to protect himself there. The damage may be done.
And Constantine get to the rope here, create some separation. He needs a breather. Exodus dragging him back to the center of the ring. Constantine's trying to fight out of this neck vice. Oh man!
That's one way to do it. I think he was biting him.
Oh my God, talk about a neck vice. Absolutely snaps Exodus Prime's neck in the wrong direction. Be able to put that back?
This feels about as much of a reset as you can imagine here. Hard-hitting battle to kick off Fright Night 2024.
Two evenly matched competitors going toe-to-toe here in pro wrestling. 225! Look at this. Korey Constantine is on fire. Picture perfect. Roundhouse kick to the side of the head. Exodus Prime needs to take a second. Wait a minute. Keep your eyes on Constantine. Goes crashing to the outside. Exodus Prime now on the receiving end of a beatdown from Constantine.
Constantine is absolutely fired up. Seeing him take things to a new level here tonight at North Park.
Wait a minute. You don't see this all too often. Look at this.
That coffin drop elbow to Prime for the win. No, a kick out at 2.
You have got to be kidding me.
What a match. Elena, what do you think Korey needs to do to put Prime away?
He just needs to not give up. Need to keep that momentum, keep that offense going. Look at this, got the hops. There it is, that pop-up knee. Set him up. Hook right away. He tried it earlier. He gets caught this
Look at
time.
the straight.
Power from Prime, sit out power bomb, and that could be all. But no.
But Prime not releasing. Look at this. Dead center of the ring.
I mean, so much damage being done right now to the bicep. That damaged bicep of Korey Constantine. Constantine is in a world of pain right now.
I do not see a way out of this. Constantine has to make a change quick.
Look at this, getting up to his knees, using that power, and does, able to almost hip toss over Exodus. But has the damage been done to Constantine? Hard shot to the back here. Constantine still reeling from that bicep injury. Exodus lining up his shot. Goes for it, no, gets caught by Constantine. Oh! End of the road for Exodus Prime. No!
A kick out at the very last possible second.
Absolutely incredible.
I think Alexis Winter was ready to make the announcement. That thing was close.
Microphone in hand, you can say that again.
Exodus Prime and Korey Constantine setting the tone for Fright Night.
Exodus turned things around in midair. Very impressive.
It looked like Korey was going to duck under, but he fell right into a DDT. Who is going to have the advantage here?
Looking for that mass Exodus.
Cover on Constantine.
Korey Constantine kicks out. This one continues, ladies and gentlemen.
What is it going to take to put either one of these men away?
This is what pro wrestling is all about, ladies and gentlemen. This is Pro Wrestling 225. This set up for that contra code here from Exodus Prime, but no, Constantine.
Shoulders are down, 2. And no, Constantine able to get up and out of the way, but wait. There it is.
Heads up.
He didn't catch all of it.
Tried to get that bad face day in. How about this? How about a contra code from Constantine and bad face day?
Cover on Prime. And Korey Constantine kicks off Fright Night with a win for the Killjoys.
Korey Konstantine.
That is one hell of a way to kick off Fright Night, Landon.
That was a wild ride, Spencer. What a match.
Got to give props to both of these men, tearing the roof off the place.
Incredibly impressive match between both of these competitors. I tell you what, it sure is nice seeing Korey Konstantine out here by himself for a change. You see what that man can do between those ropes.
Well, it reminds you of what he's capable of. Also, learned a lot about Exodus Prime tonight.
Incredible competitor. I hope we see him again.
There is a reason he has been traveling the country making a name for himself, including right here now in Pro Wrestling 225.
I'm so excited to team with my main man, Purple Haze again, and represent Big Ramp Enterprises. Not to mention, we're going up against the Overboys. And I just beat Jordan Ja for my movement championship, all by myself, I might add. And I've been kicking Christian Blake's ass for the better part of 3 years. And he's so worried about Michael White that I'm not even sweating him. And I'm not sweating him because Purple Haze and I, we've been hard at work, training hard. And we've even developed a maneuver that is Tower of Doomable. And it is called the Super Similac Slam. And it's called that because we are going to put the Overbabies straight to sleep.
You know, the last time we were in this very building, we made a lot of history.
Right, you think I forgot? I know where we're at. We're in North Park.
That's
Iron
right.
Man, hey, look, you want to go? I got another 16 minutes in me.
Listen. A lot has changed since that Iron Man match. A lot has changed.
Oh, it has. It has. And don't think my feelings towards you have changed. You took my SEC title. You took my best friend's title. What the hell you want?
The landscape has changed, Jordan Ja. And perhaps, maybe you should realize that maybe, just maybe, we need each other more than we think.
You gotta be freaking kidding me.
I mean, with Big Ramp Enterprises and the Killjoy running rampant around Pro Wrestling 225, things are totally different. Now, I have the title match tonight. You have a very important match tonight. All I'm saying, comrade, is think about it. Think about it.
I don't like you.
Think about what?
You got some nerve. Hey, chill. I know it was you. Chill. Couldn't do it by yourself. Not tonight. Hey. We got Perk. We got Hunter Law. Chill out.
Think about it.
Hey, bro. He came up to me.
Think about what?
Look, you already know I don't like him. You don't like him. But dude, he's not wrong.
Let's keep things rolling. We've got another match coming up for you right now.
Here comes the self self-proclaimed super group of Pro Wrestling 225. This marks the first time in Pro Wrestling 225 history that two former tag team champions are competing against each other in a non-title matchup, Landon.
Absolutely incredible. I mean, and these are two of the greatest tag teams that we've seen. Let me tell you, the Overboys, so much history around the Pro Wrestling 225 Tag Team Championships, but more recently, in recent 225 history, Purple Haze and Hunter Law have been incredible. Oh, Overboys.
You heard it from Hunter Law. He's been talking. Oh, he's taking our rep with him. You got it. He's been talking it up in the build-up to Fright Night about this move that he and Purple Haze have perfected, the Super Similac Slam. And he says that it is Tower of Doomable, Landon.
What does that mean?
I guess we'll find out tonight.
Oh, get a rare compliment.
Big ramp.
Big
nice
ramp.
guy. How about that?
Nice guy, ramp.
No way.
Look at this!
For the first time since August of last year, Jordan Ja and Christian Blake are teaming together in Pro Wrestling 225. The Overboys are back, baby.
Oh man, my goosebumps have goosebumps right now. Christian Blake and Jordan Ja together again. It just feels right, Spencer.
Former two-time Pro Wrestling 225 Tag Team Champions are back together again, and it has been a very up and down roller coaster for these two men since they last teamed together.
I mean, you talk about SEC championships, heavyweight championships. These two have done it all in Pro Wrestling 225. Now, back together again. What can these two put together against BRE here at Fright Night, Spencer?
Listen to North Park. Who needs monetized videos when you got the Overboys?
Come on. Eddie Money for the win. I mean, just what a moment. The first time seeing these two walk out together, about to compete as a team again in Pro Wrestling 225. I couldn't be more excited.
But let me ask you this, Landon. Yes, we're very, very excited. But let's think about the Overboys and what they've been through since they last teamed together. Jordan Ja lost his SEC championship in this building in a 60-minute Iron Man match earlier this year. Christian Blake lost his heavyweight championship to Vladimir Koloff earlier this year. And a big part of that was Christian Blake felt very alone. No Brett Ian Landry, no Jordan Ja at his side. And then you take all of that and take it to tonight here at Fright Night. They're outnumbered. I don't know if you can see around this ring, but it's 4-on-2 when you count Big Ramp and Gil Gracie on the outside for BRE.
I think you're right, and I also think there's one thing that you left out. We're talking about the headspace of a guy like Christian Blake as it relates to the heavyweight championship. What about these appearances from Michael White that we've seen over the past couple of months? You have to imagine that that's going to be in the back of his mind whenever he's in that ring tonight.
I don't know how far in the back of his mind it could be. It might be at the front of his mind, which would mean Jordan Ja.
Purple Haze looking for a microphone.
Hey, if you think you don't shut your mouth, me and my team, we out of here.
Out of here. Purple Haze gave up already.
If y'all don't shut your mouth, shut your face, we out of here. All you suckers ass big backs, no ass, he's out of here.
Are they leaving?
Big Ramp Enterprises is calling it quits. I mean, you got to be kidding me. This thing ain't even got started yet.
No, it looks like they've been convinced to stay here and compete. But Elena, we talked about Christian Blake's distractions. Let's talk about Jordan Ja. It was at Cajun Carnage, our very last event, where we saw Hunter Law defeat Jordan Ja to retain his Movement Wrestling Championship.
What a match that was, Spencer. Movement Championship rules.
Ready or not, this tag team match is underway. This crowd is on fire.
Absolutely electric atmosphere for Fright Night here in Denham Springs. Wouldn't have it any other way, Spencer, and look at this.
Hunter Law, to no one's surprise, immediately backing out and away from Jordan Ja.
Well, look, I mean, honestly, on paper, I think that's kind of a strategic move, right? I mean, Purple Haze has a little bit of a size advantage over Jordan Ja. I think that's who I'd want to go against him.
Let's talk about sort of the rare moment that we're having here in Pro Wrestling 225. Hunter Law and Purple Haze, as Haze now tags out Mind Games for BRE. I'm sure this is part of their strategy going into the match. But Law and Haze, as Law does charge after Ja and pays the price, as Ja now wearing into Law in the turnbuckle. But Haze, Law, former tag team champions. Law, the Movement Wrestling champion. Purple Haze, a former heavyweight champion. As the fans here count out those strikes to Hunter Law. When you look at the other side of the ring, two-time former tag champs in the Overboys. Jordan Ja, former SEC champion. Christian Blake, former heavyweight champion. It is a who's who in Pro Wrestling 225 here at Fright Night.
Wouldn't have it any other way. Just an absolutely incredible matchup. All four of these guys could be, you could make a claim for them to be the best in 225. And look at this, Hunter Law turns things around. Hunter Law lands on the outside. Oh, big ramp. Able to get his guy back in.
And look at the other side now.
Wait a minute. Keep your eyes on the Asian Cajun.
Baseball slide.
Now Jordan Ja in firm control of Hunter Law here on the outside. Obviously, gonna have to keep his eyes peeled. Gil Gracie watching like a hawk. Jordan Ja back in safe territory. Look at that deep arm drag. Here's another one. Looks to lose the wrist that time. Hunter Law trying to turn things around, but Jordan Ja on top of it. Looks to get the ropes and beautiful arm drag once again. And right back to work on that arm is Jordan Ja. Hunter Law looking for an escape here. Goes over to Purple Haze. Purple Haze in for his part. What? Extracurricular there, but Jordan Ja had it scouted.
Ja now taking full advantage of Purple Haze here. And it looks like we may be seeing the first appearance. Are we gonna get a tag? Hey, I think that counts, a tag to the foot. In comes the game changer, Christian Blake. Haze Throwing strikes at Blake. Blake reverses. Ducks down, leapfrogs up and over, and a clothesline from Christian Blake. And a chop, Cajun strong style, has made its way to Fright Night. Look at that, picking up speed. Oh, careful, oh, straight to the spine. Christian Blake, listen, we questioned where his head was at with all the Michael White stuff. It looks to be focused on BRE and Purple Haze right now. The Pro Wrestling 225 family firmly behind the Overboys, as I feel like we knew they would be. Haze back into the turnbuckle there, and in comes Jordan Ja returning to the match. Whips Blake across, and back in, forearm onto Haze. Ja's turn, there's one of his own. Haze exactly where he does not want to be.
With the flexibility on Ja. Oh my God.
About that?
All the weight of Christian Blake going crashing down to Haze. Look at the leg, nope.
Hunter Law in to make the save. That thing may have been over. Look, I gotta tell you, official DJ Petrie has his hands full in this one.
You could say that again. I think we've all got our hands full in this one. This place is absolutely going bananas.
Whips Haze across this time. Haze gets up and over, bounces off the rope.
Oh my God.
Very nice work there. Takes Ja down, cover on Ja, and a kick out.
Very impressive. Oh man. Purple Haze laying in to Jordan Ja here. You mentioned it before, Haze, a former Pro Wrestling 225 heavyweight champion.
And this is what we were talking about earlier, Landon, the numbers game. Haze had the official. I think Purple Haze just spit on Christian Blake.
You have got to be kidding me. Christian Blake's not going to take too kindly to that. He's been a little bit more of a hothead recently.
But I think that's why Haze did what he just did. He knows how emotional Christian Blake can get. And BRE took advantage in that moment.
Very smart from Big Ramp Enterprises. I mean, they know the caliber of team that they're up against. They're going to take every trick in the book to make sure they walk out of Fright Night with an all-important victory. I mean, these guys want to make it back to the Tag Team Championship, Spencer.
One of the things that we learned about Hunter Law in his outing against
Big Ramp
Ja.
Making sure Jordan Ja doesn't get to that bottom rope. Sorry to cut you off.
No, understandably so. But Hunter Law, a very good mat wrestler. Very good with submissions. The STF there with the help of Big Ramp almost got the job done, but Ja's flexibility helps him find the bottom rope.
Hunter Law not lacking for confidence.
I don't think North Park agreed with him in terms of who the man was.
Look at this sunset flip. Hunter Law trying to hang on.
Tag to Haze. I don't think Ja realizes.
That's pretty smart
and Law
there.
holds on.
Not the legal man. Shoulders down. Doesn't matter.
This is one of those things with Law and Haze. They haven't been a tag team together for a very long time, but the experience they've had together, they've only gotten better each and every time out, and they're starting to learn each other very, very well.
Yeah, I mean, it's like when these two guys came together, it was just meant to be. They just clicked. And sometimes that's how it is in tag team wrestling. They just have the magic, and they're trying to put together a win here tonight. And with the help of Big Ramp, and they also got Gil Gracie here on ringside watching real closely. Have to imagine, are they the favorites, would you say?
Well, you know, it's hard to ever bet against the Overboys, Landon. But when you have the numbers game like this, it'd be hard to argue against BRE tonight. But Jordan Ja holding his own there against Haze.
Picture.
Top kick.
Hooks the leg. Only a 2 count, says DJ Petrie.
Jordan Ja desperately needs to make it to his corner. Even after all the ups and downs of the Overboys, you have to know that if you're Jordan Ja and Christian Blake, they trust each other. They are brothers. They know they have each other's back when it really counts.
Oh man, that hard shot to the midsection takes the breath right out of Jordan Jaw. Look at this big ramp, pulling Jaw's leg into the corner.
And Gracie pulling as well, while Law stomps away, and Haze distracts the referee.
Jaw's got nowhere to go.
This is absolutely the strategy for BRE.
And Christian Blake is livid.
And so is the Pro Wrestling 225 family, as well they should be.
Big Ramp Enterprises is looking like a well-oiled machine here at Fright Night.
Wait, gets reversed on Law. Jaw for the win. No, a kick out at the last second.
Well, we saw how creative these two are when it comes to pinning combinations back in that Movement Wrestling Championship match. That German suplex, just, I mean, as close, he was a fingertip away from tagging in Christian Blake. But the German suplex creates the separation, gets the 2 count on Jordan Jaw for Hunter Law.
Incredible tag team action here
Oh,
at Fright
man.
Night as Hunter Law gets that foot all the way up.
Landed squarely on the face of Christian Blake. Christian Blake
Cheek
down
shot.
on the outside.
For what? And now Jordan Jaw, not where he wants to be.
Will Gracie has Christian Blake where he wants him, wearing that mask, and attacks him from the back, right behind the back of the referee. Referee has no idea.
Oh, no, landed. I think they're going for it. The Super Similac Slam. It's on Tower of Doomable. Wait, no. I thought it was on Tower of Doomable. What's going to happen? Christian Blake looking to prove him wrong.
He tried to go for the Tower of Doom. Maybe it is on Tower of Doom. Oh my God! Talk about a jump scare. But Hunter Law able to connect with that super kick. Single Similac driver.
He went for that single Similac Slam, but Jordan Jaw reverses.
Oh!
Throwing Hunter Law all the way down to the mat below.
That sunset flip powerbomb straight from the top. But Jordan Jaw, the damage may have already been done to Jaw, not able to capitalize.
This is an unbelievable tag team match, Landon. It could go either way.
As back and forth as they come, but I think maybe the Overboys' only shot now is for Jordan Jaw to make that tag and get in the fresh Christian Blake.
Tag to Haze, tag to Blake. Here we go, 2 former heavyweight champions. Christian Blake, of course, trying to battle his way back to the heavyweight title. Can he beat Haze tonight? Sling blade. Power slam to Hunter Law.
This is exactly what the Overboys needed.
Looking like the Overboys of old.
Jordan Jaw wants back in.
What's he got in mind? Haze, look out. Beautiful crossbody from heavy metal Jordan Jaw.
Keep your eyes on Christian Blake. Are we gonna see it? Are we gonna see it? Oh, it's been so long. What?
Please tell me Michael White is not here. And
Christian
there goes
Blake.
Christian Blake.
Had his issues with Michael White over the past couple of months. We know that's all he's been thinking about. Jordan Jaw begging for Christian
Is
White
White
to come
here?
back, but look at this.
Back in the ring.
Kill Gracie. Attacks Jaw from behind. Christian Blake is nowhere to be found.
Jordan Jaw left completely alone. And now Law and Haze, they're gonna hit it. The Super Similac Slam. And the cover on Jordan Jaw.
And Christian Blake absolutely devastated.
Just when Jordan Ja needed his brother the most, Christian Blake was nowhere to be found. I don't know why the hell Michael White's music played. It's obvious that man is not in the building tonight. Hunter Law and Purple Haze are now undefeated while using the Super Similac Slam. It is un-Tower of Doomable.
Is he paying you to say that?
I don't want to not say what the man wants, right? I don't want to test that. I don't want big ramp around any longer than they have to be.
Yeah, that hasn't gone well for you in the past.
No, sure hasn't.
I'll tell you what, Michael White is deep in the head of Christian Blake.
And this time, it cost both Christian Blake and Jordan Ja.
And you have to imagine, maybe Jordan Ja and Christian Blake are wishing they would have accepted a little bit of extra help from Russian Destruction right about now.
It's hard to imagine, Landon. It is hard to imagine. But the numbers game was too much, and it ended up being 5-on-2, thanks to Michael White.
And look at this. This is certainly not the way we wanted to see the Overboys in the ring together after this match.
An epic moment. The return of the Overboys in Pro Wrestling 225. And I mean, you gotta wonder what's going through Jordan Ja's mind right now. Understandably angry, understandably upset.
Jordan Ja absolutely livid, but Christian Blake not necessarily letting cooler heads prevail.
Here comes our general manager, Brett Ian Landry. We know he's been the manager of the Overboys.
Brett Ian Landry going to try and diffuse this situation here, asking for a microphone. Jordan Ja
saying Michael White more important than family. Christian Blake looks absolutely lost.
Christian, listen. I know you're upset about Michael White.
It's mind games, man.
He shoved Brett Ian Landry at Cage of Carnage.
Nothing that Mike White does matters. Mike White doesn't work here. Nothing that he does matters. You do not turn your back on family, man. Especially not for a piece of garbage like him. And general manager of this company or not, I am not going to stand by and watch my brothers do this to each other.
Sometimes family needs a wake-up call.
Look, man, I have a responsibility to you, and I have a responsibility to you, Christian. I have a responsibility to everybody on the roster in this position, man. But look, if I'm being honest, and I think these people know too, being the GM these last few months, I can't cater to you guys personally. I can't do it. I gotta do the right thing for the company. I gotta do the right thing for everybody here. And listen, the Overboys were instrumental, and you know this, Christian. The Overboys were instrumental in getting Mike White out of this company in the first place. We kicked him out of the building. It's been over a year. And he will never decision will be up to the people. And no, everything that's been happening to you is unfair. Everything that's been happening with Big Ramp Enterprises and Killjoys and Masterco and all this gang warfare that's been happening is unfair. You need help, and you have it here. Do not turn your back on family for some garbage like Mike White. You let them pick and choose if he comes back or not. But in the meantime, no matter what the fans decide, you've got his back, you've got his back, and I don't want to see anything like what I just saw in this ring.
Brett Ian Landry towing the line between general manager of this company and brother to the Overboys tonight here at Fright Night. An incredibly risky decision, putting the power in the hands of the Pro Wrestling 225 family. We will find out November 30th at Locked and Loaded. Will Michael White return as an official part of Pro Wrestling 225? And the question we're left with tonight is Christian Blake, who kept his back turned to Brett Ian Landry and Georgia the entire time in that ring just now. Will he have the back of his family? Or will he go it alone?